Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Obviously I haven't uploaded for quite a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a take two of this deck profile, just because obviously some rulings have been said about this Primite Lordly Load. We'll get into that in just a moment, but yeah, without further ado, we're going to get into it. Obviously it's a Red Eyes Primite deck profile. I'll let you know my thoughts on the Primite stuff. The rest of the Red Eye stuff is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. So, for the Primite cards, we are playing 3 load, just because I'll read it out because obviously this is a new card. When this card is activated, add 1 Primite card from your deck to your hand except itself. You can declare 1 normal monster card name, special summon 1 declared normal monster from your hand, deck or graveyard in defense position. Also, you cannot activate the effects of special summoned monsters on the field this turn. You can only use each effect of Primite Lordly Load once per turn. Normal monsters and Primate monsters you control gain 300 attack for each normal monster with different names in your graveyard. So there was a little confusion with this. So obviously the first effect is pretty simple. You're going to add another Primite card from your deck to your hand. But then the second effect, if you special summon a normal monster, so in this particular build it would be a Red Eyes Black Dragon. So if you summoned Red Eyes Black Dragon, then you no longer can activate monster effects. And the way the card is worded, it would be for the entire turn. But the ruling has come out that this is similar to how SP Little Knight is basically ruled. That obviously you can have your battle phase attack directly, then make SP Little Knight on main phase 2 and use the effect. It's absolutely fine. So it's the same with Primite Lordly Load. So you can essentially do all your combo, then you can activate the second effect to summon a Red Eyes from your deck, and then you would be able to make like a last flare metal or something like that. So yeah, I wish they worded it a little bit differently, because I was bashing this sort of like engine a little bit because of the wording. But now, yeah, it's growing on me a little bit. I might give it another try now I know that ruling. But yeah, moving on to probably the best card out of all of them is Primite Raw. So essentially this one is pay 2,000 life points, then declare 1 normal monster card name. The declared normal monster and 1 Primate monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Primate monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle until the end of your opponent's turn. Then if you control no monsters, you can special summon 1 declared normal monster from your deck in defense position. If your opponent normal summons a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 normal monster you control or in your graveyard and banish 1 monster from the field with less attack than that monster. So this card is pretty good for multiple reasons. So the only thing that really draws it back for me is paying 2,000 life points to summon a vanilla monster. Just seems super neg, and I'm not a big fan of that. Why do you have to pay 2,000 with all of the cards that we have nowadays, like with the Snake Eyes engine, Wanted, all the sinful stuff? Why do we have to pay 2,000 life points to summon a vanilla monster? It just seems wild to me. That's just stupid. But yeah, so essentially it just special summons Red Eyes from your deck, which is obviously pretty good. Then obviously if your opponent normal summons a monster on their turn, so you'd be able to banish this card, then target your Red Eyes and then banish that monster that they've normal summoned. Odds are it is going to be lower than 2,400, so it's not too bad. Yeah, and then on to the last spell. I'm just playing 2 of the Primite Drill Beam. The reason why I'm playing 2 is because it doesn't particularly... It's more an interruption rather than like getting your plays going. These kind of get your plays going because you can get like Red Eyes onto the field and stuff. But this obviously Drill Beam is not. So reveal 1 Primite card or 1 normal monster in your hand except Primite Drill Beam, or if you control a normal monster or a level 5 or higher Primate monster except a token, you can activate this effect without revealing a card. Then target 1 face-up monster on the field, negate its effects, and if you do, banish it. During your main phase, if you control a Primite monster, you can set this card from your graveyard. So obviously it's a negate. It's a negate and a banish. You do have to control red eyes to do it, or a Primite monster, which I do play one of, which you'll see as the last Primite card. But yeah, like I said, the Primite stuff is okay. I don't know if it's like groundbreaking, does really well for the deck, but obviously this can summon a red eyes, this can summon a red eyes, so it's basically like extenders, and then drill beam is an interruption. So that obviously is a plus. This obviously is only an interruption if you control the red eyes, which means you have to have one on your field, which kind of makes that kind of shit, because you want to play red eyes, but you don't want to end with one on the field. So yeah, but yeah, it's okay, but again, yeah, so just giving you my thoughts on it. Then obviously the last card I'm playing, one Primite Imperial Dragon. So it's annoying that this is not a level 7, because then we would have been able to utilize it a little bit better, but as for now, what it does is cannot be normal summoned except by tributing one normal monster, but can be normal set. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can reveal this card in your hand immediately after this effect resolves. Normal summon one Primite monster. You can only use this effect of itself once per turn. If this card is tribute summoned, you can apply these effects in sequence. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls. Banish all monsters your opponent controls with the same type or attribute as a normal monster in your graveyard. So as we're playing Red Eyes, so first off, it is a negate. As again, while we're playing it, because if you open Lord and Raw, then you can go Primite to add this, Lord to add this instead, and then obviously you have this for interaction on your opponent's turn. It also is a body, so 26, so it is quite good. And then banish all monsters your opponent controls with the same type or attribute as a normal monster in your graveyard. So this would go really good if you're playing against a dark deck, because obviously we're playing Red Eyes, so anything against a dark deck or a dragon deck, we're just going to mop the floor with them, because we're going to banish all of their stuff. So things like Branded and stuff like that, they obviously have a lot of dark monsters, and they also play a lot of dragons. Dragon Link is obviously making a bit of a comeback now because of the new Red Eyes monster, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the Primite stuff. Yeah, let me know what you think about the Primite cards. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan. I have already started to move off from these. I tried them for a couple of locals, but they just weren't it for me. Yeah, I didn't like paying the 2,000, and you can only summon it a vanilla if you don't have any monsters on your field, which I found quite shit. And obviously then that kind of impacts you, because if you draw this, it's a dead card, so it's only good if you get it in your opening hand, because if you draw it like next, then it's dead, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's why I'm not the biggest fan of these cards, but I just thought I'd give you guys the option of what they are anyways. But alright, moving on, I'm not gonna lie, I just filmed this Primite bit again because I found out about the new ruling. We're now gonna go to the video that I actually filmed, so it might be like a weird little skip, but it is what it is. Yeah, enjoy the video, guys. So it goes pretty standard from here. Obviously now that we're playing with the Primite cards, I do feel like you need to play 3 Red Eyes. You could play only 2 Red Eyes and 1 Flare Metal, but I just think it's just better to have the name Red Eyes, so that's why I went for that. Obviously, Meteor is definitely a free of. It's an extender. It dumps you the Red Eyes into your graveyard, so that then you can summon that back with Flare Metal as well. It's mad that this is probably the best card in the deck, because how long ago was this card created? I thought it was going to get a rarity bump in Bonanza, but it didn't. Obviously, only Red Eyes Insight, which is a super weird one. But I thought this would, because it only has 2 print-ins, it's got a common and obviously this super, so I did think it was going to get one. Oh yeah, obviously these got a super print, secret rare print-in, which is pretty cool. I picked them up like straight away. So yeah, those. 1 Blackstone of Legend, this is just really good. Like I just use this for recursion mostly. The normal summon does come up occasionally, but most of the time you just want, it's just there, it's just nice sometimes. Then 1 alternative, sucks that this is tribute from hand. I wish it was you could send a Red Eyes from your deck, sort of like this, but yeah, it just, you need this to, because you can obviously tribute a Red Eyes monster and then summon this. So there is a 2-card combo where you can end on seals and black metal. So pretty good. Obviously we've got 1 darkness metal dragon. Obviously this has got a rarity bump, so I will be getting the QCR as soon as I can. As soon as it, like we've still got, from a time of recording, we've still got like a week until the Bonanza's released, so we'll have to wait for that. Obviously this is rarity bumped. We got black, Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. Yeah, I paid for the QCI just because, yes, it's actually a really good card for Red Eyes now, so obviously I had to pick it up. This is obviously the new card, which is a negate. So I'll just read it out for you guys, just in case you don't know. Obviously, it must be special summoned with max Metamorph that was activated by tributing a level 5 or higher dragon monster. You can reveal this card in your hand, set 1 Metamorph trap from your deck, and if you do, shuffle this card into the deck. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation, then you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of 1 attack position monster your opponent controls. And then obviously you can only use each effect once per turn. So this is really cool. Like, I'm trying to figure out a good way to play like a burn variant, because obviously if we make flare metals, we make this to burn, and then we play maybe like Inferno Fire Blast, then we can actually do a lot of burn damage. So I'm actually playing around with that at the moment, trying to figure something out. So stay tuned for that if you want to see. So honorary for the Red Eyes package is Dark Magician. Obviously you just need it for follow-up to make Dragoon. So that's it for those. Then like a kind of like miscellaneous part in a way. So we're playing 3 Kashtira Fenrir just because it's a good going second card, and obviously all you need is Fenrir and Rise Heart, and that's a flare metal. So that is also why I did it, because this locks you into XZs, but as long as you do like all of your links plays, if you're going to do link plays first, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is just an easy package, good at going second, good at going first, and this can obviously help you, because if you open this and what's it called, and Meteor, then you can essentially make 2 flare metals easily. So yeah, that's why I play that. Play 1 Noctovision. Noctovision's in here because obviously we're going to be special summoning dark dragons, and then this obviously gives you a draw, and sometimes card advantage in this is really hard to keep, so I wanted to try and get some sort of draw in. I just play 1 Magnuma. You probably could play a Drew's Worm as well. I just didn't play it at locals, but yeah, 1 Magnuma, it searches basically your entire deck, so no reason not to play it. Then for spells, obviously 1 Red Eyes Fusion. It's just for follow-up mostly. And actually, like, it's very underrated. Dragoon is actually a really hard card to out. Like, a lot of people actually can't out it. So random things like Sprite, they have no way to out it. Unless they play Goddess, they have no way to out it. And why would they be playing Goddess? Because most things target. Like, you gotta think SP Little Knight targets. Everything targets. So yeah. 1 for 1. I'm buzzing. I'm gonna get this as well. This has just been obviously released in the Bonanza as well, so I'm gonna get secret rare version of this. Really cool. Return of the Dragon Lord, this as well has been released, so I'm gonna get secret rares of this as well. I'd probably play 2 maybe as well, but this is just good. I like it in there for the protection part as well, which is pretty good. Obviously 1 Called by the Grave. Yeah, not much more to say about that really. It's just cool. It's called by. So the Max Metamorph, as before mentioned, that we need it with the new Red Eyes monster. So tribute 1 face-up monster, special summon 1 monster that cannot be normal summoned set, and mentions Max Metamorph from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then you can equip this card to it with the following effect. Your equipped monster gains 400 attack and defense. It cannot be destroyed by spell or monster effects. Also, your opponent cannot target it with monster effects or spell trap. So it kind of makes it a towers. So obviously it gets boosted up to 38 and then just makes it a towers. So pretty cool. 1 Rivalry of the Warlords, because obviously this has now also had a boost as well. So I will be picking up some of those. Obviously Rivalry of the Warlords. Yeah, so basically the main aim of this is make 3 flare metals. That is what this engine essentially allows you to do. There's not many other better rank 7s, so that is essentially all we can do with Red Eyes at the moment. So playing Rivalry, I think just really helps out the deck massively. So then on to like going second, or like helping to go second, because I feel like going first, if we open at least some starters, you can make a semi-decent board. Like you can make seals and a couple of flare metals, and although it's not groundbreaking, it's still good, you know what I mean? Like, so if you got 2 flare metals, your opponent only has 8 effects. If you've got seals with that as well, you also got an interruption with that. So do you know what I mean? Like, it does help out massively. But so 2 talents just in case, like if you get hand trapped once, you can't play through 2, so we can have a look and like rip 1 from their hand or something like that. Going second as well, we can start stealing monsters and using it for link fodder or whatever we need it for. Then we just need to like blanket negate and clear the field. Like I said, you can set up like semi alright, so if you can Dark Ruler, then it's so easy to just make 1 flare metal, wipe the board, and then make another couple with like wipe the board with like a Zeus or something, and then carry on playing after that. And then same with Evenly, you can just wipe whatever they have, and just, yeah, I feel like board breakers in Red Eyes currently, until they get like some decent support, this is the best that we can do, unfortunately. That's it for the main deck. Obviously, I think I'm playing 42, so you could bump it up to 43 and just play like the Druid's Worm to go with the Magnuma. But yeah, again, I like it. It's okay, but it just annoys me that you can't activate special summon monsters for the turn, and you have to pay 2,000 life points to summon a Red Eyes. I just think that is quite a hefty price. Like 2,000 life points is a lot to summon a vanilla, and it just, yeah, puts a sour taste in your mouth. So yeah, so obviously we got 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, follow up 1 Meteor Black Comet. This is as well, because we have so many ways to burn, maybe all you need to do is make this Meteor. So like if you've made a couple of flare metals on your turn, burn them down for a little bit, you've burnt them with the new Red Eyes monster as well, Black Full Metal, you've burnt them with that as well. Maybe all you need to do is make a Comet and then burn them with the game. Like, you just don't know, like there are other ways to do it. Sometimes I've done that for fun. Every time I think I'm gonna take this out because I don't use it enough, it comes out with a situation where I can burn for game and stuff like that, so it's pretty funny. Then obviously flare metal, 3 of these. So we've got the QCR, we've got the collectors, and we've got the OE. I do swap these around. I do have like the secrets and stuff like that as well, but I just think play like this, it's quite fun. So yeah, obviously a really good card. Can't be destroyed by card effects, which is really good. It can be targeted, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, just the fact that you can just make 3 of these, that gives your opponent, what, 5 effects? 4 or 5 effects, something like this. So obviously to pair with the fact that we're playing Rivalry, we've got, I'm not even going to attempt to say that first name, but Dragon Doom Rider. This is basically just detach 2. You can target a card on the field and destroy it. If you've got a dragon underneath, then it's a quick effect, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. 1 Dark Arms, just good going second to just start just like chipping away. 1 Shang, because sometimes when you open like a really cool hand, and you don't want to end on just 3 flare metals, you can make 2 flare metals, then make a Shang, and then on their turn you can summon Fenrir from your deck. So then you can have like Shang, Fenrir, and then 2 flare metals, and that's pretty cool as well. Like that they both engines can kind of get you into what you want. 1 Big Eye, really good going second, really good going second. Just steal something of theirs, really cool. This is like a funny choice. I just basically went on Neuron and checked for rank 7s and just read all of them, see which ones were good. I'm trying out Noir, so I've not had to use it yet, but you could use Happiness as well. I don't play Happiness yet, but so obviously they're not quick effects, so you basically just use them going second. But this is just target a card and put it back to the bottom of the deck. And obviously Happiness is you can just negate all monsters face up on the field. So this is kind of like a Dark Ruler. So it's just an option, you know. So the Happiness might be better because Obviously Noir's only 1100 attack, which is pretty shit to be fair. So Happiness might be better because it's 25, so you can literally just make this, try to negate the board. They're probably going to negate you or something like that. Then you can just attack. Yeah, then you can maybe slap a Zeus on it or something. Because what is this? This is only one. Yeah, so this only detaches one material as well. So this obviously detaches two, so you wouldn't be able to make a Zeus after. But Happiness you would. So maybe play Happiness and not Noir. But it's up to you guys. Like, these are the only other two good ones I could find other than these. So one Zeus, like mentioned. I don't like Typhon because I feel like once you make Typhon, you've kind of like given up. Like, I've never played Typhon and gone, that's really helped me. But Zeus, I feel like just attacking and being able to wipe the board is just so good. You gotta think as well, like, Flame was 28, so it's quite big. 25, obviously not the biggest. 28 as well here, so you can make some big monsters. Then the last four cards are just links. So obviously Striker Dragon, Pisty. You could cut Pisty, but obviously for the 2-card combo, you do need the Pisty. So, yeah. And then Hieratic Seal, and then SP Little Knight. Obviously, this card has been reprinted about 5 times now, so it's really affordable for you guys, especially if you're budget players and you just want to play for fun. Most of the deck is pretty cheap now. Obviously, this is getting printed as like a super rare, ultra rare, everything. So everything's super affordable now, which is really cool. So yeah, that's what I've got for Primite, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you like the Primite cards? Are you using the Primite cards? Yeah, again, like I said, I do like Raw. Raw maybe would be like a 1 or 2 of or something like that. But I just really don't like that you have to pay 2,000 life points to summon a Red Eyes Black Dragon. I just think that's wild, but Konami giveth with one hand and taketh with the other. That's how they are. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. There will be a Metal Morph deck profile coming out soon after this one. I'm just trying to catch up really, and then I've got a new way to play, new/old way to play, and I'll be trying that out for a little while, and then I'll update you guys as soon as I've done that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, guys, so just going to show you a real quick 2-card combo. I think you just need to know this. This can be alternative or darkness metal, doesn't matter, but obviously you need black metal. So it is a 2-card combo. If you got 1 for 1, then it's a 3-card combo, or 2.5, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, you just need these really. So yeah, so normal summon, link it off. For Striker, you can do Striker or Pisty, it doesn't particularly matter which one you use, just, yeah, whatever. Effective Black Metal, we're going to add our Darkness Metal. We're obviously going to banish our Striker, summon Darkness Metal, then we're going to use the effects, summon back our Black Metal. We're going to link off the Black Metal to summon Pisty, then we're going to use Black Metal again. That's going to add us our alternative. We're now going to summon our Meteor by sending our Red Eyes to the graveyard. We're going to tribute the Darkness Metal for the alternative, because obviously this has the effect that, where is it? Must be special summoned from your hand by tributing 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or field. So that's a Red Eyes monster, so we tribute it to do that. These are both level 7s now, so obviously this is going to become our Flare Mail. Then we're obviously going to detach, always detach the Meteor, because you want the Red Eyes Fusion follow-up. Summon back Red Eyes Black Dragon, then obviously link these two to make Seals. So that's just like the easiest 2-card combo, just to make like Seals Flare pass. So every time your opponent does anything, they're obviously going to take, on resolution, remember that, guys, on resolution this burns. It's not like Masquerade in Branded where they burn to play a card. This is they burn after they've resolved the card, which is annoying because if they imperm you, they don't pay for that, which is, yeah, annoying, but it is what it is. So obviously they're burning every time they do something, and then obviously we've got a bounce, and then if you play like the Albaz package or anything like that, then obviously that's what you're going to summon from this. If not, you're just going to summon like Magnuma or something like that. So yeah, and obviously you would still have, what, 3 cards in hand? This could be anything, you know, more extension or something like that. So yeah, that is essentially the 2-card combo, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button. There'll be plenty of Red Eyes content coming soon. I'm potentially going to YCS Bologna, and I'm probably going to play Red Eyes. If not, in February, there's YCS Birmingham in England, and I will 100% be going to that. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys. There's going to be plenty of Red Eyes content. Yeah, thanks for watching.